What's going on, New Gaming Order? We are back for our final segment and PSAs. Now, I highly suggest that you check out the director's cut this week because Playboy was mentioning Dead by Daylight, which is a game that I suggested should be in VR. After he described it, I'm like, nah, they can keep that. So I'm not into getting like all jacked up and blurring reality with virtual reality, like especially for horror games. Soldier or not, no. But with that being said, we are gonna be talking about who supposedly won E3. Now, again, I had no idea this turned into a thing that could be won, but I'm going to copy, some statistics that's provided by IGN.com. All right. Now, apparently, the consensus is, there's a lot more Sony supporters, Sony fans out there, but there's this. Those are the numbers: 63.33% on their poll. I don't know if that covers everybody who even cared to vote, but I don't know if they really want it as they say, because I'm gonna put it like this: Sony really did made a dent with VR. They showed that it's working and it's coming soon. You know what I mean? Like the Batman Arkham 3D game. You had the Resident Evil 7. And that's funny, Capcom, it looks like it's gonna be an exclusive. If I don't know, I hope it shows up on the Oculus, so it's multi-plat. But if not, then hey, that's another one that goes to Sony. But Sony had a really strong showing with VR. That I will give them. As far as the God of War, people don't know that actually was running on the base model PS4, not the Neo mode. They're not showing any Neo stuff yet. So with that being said, Microsoft on the other hand, hardware wise, they took their VR for Sony, hardware for Microsoft, because you had the Xbox One Slim, which is going to be outputting at 4K, Ultra UHD Blu-ray drive, right? Then dynamic what was that, DVR, or the lighting for the system, which is I don't know if you can call that an upgrade or just more like a refined system. They made it a little more performance heavy. Now the developers or the coalition are talking about how Gears of War 4 is going to be the first to kind of work around, I guess, the new architecture, not architecture, but it's going to serve the benefits of the PlayStation Slim. So I think that hardware goes to Microsoft. But, a lot of folks are saying that Nintendo, with one game, Zelda, Breath into the Wild, got it just for one game. That's all Nintendo showed.
But that's terrible. Like, I thought Zelda was awesome, okay?
Yeah.
And it looked really fucking good. It looked really, really good.
Uh-huh.
But Nintendo did shit jobs this year at E3. Come on, let's not kid ourselves. Like, people, like, one game is not enough. Like, you really need
to win.
They need to show at least 15 more games or 16 more games.
We had this discussion before.
I know, but I'm a Nintendo fanboy, and listen, that show.
We know
that show was good. Anyone who thinks that shit is good is terrible.
What, you didn't like the Zelda game?
I like it.
I liked it. I told you I liked the Zelda game. I didn't like Nintendo's presentation. They didn't have shit.
Well, it wasn't really a presentation. It was more like a podcast type thing.
Well,
they didn't really have.
They didn't have shit. And if you don't have shit but one game to steal the show, you ain't do good. They didn't do good.
Matter of fact, I'm highlighting something T-Rex just said. Gamers won E3. Thank you, because what a time to be a gamer. Like, if you can get access to enjoy what you like, it doesn't matter who had the better presentation or whatever. But a lot of fighting that was on Stone Fox Media's video thread, it was almost like he was trying to backpedal. Like, no, bro. If you feel that Sony and Microsoft, them squaring off, that Microsoft had more like oohs and ahs, in terms of like the hardware, stick with it. I agree with the guy. I mean, the God of War, although impressive, still was just like somewhat underwhelming because God of War was supposed to be this huge epic thing, like like for instance, the beginning battle of God of War 3 when you're on the Titan. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, that's what I was expecting from this trailer, but that wasn't the case. And you had somebody even what was that? Death Stranding. Kojima comes out and people are crying like like, are you fucking serious? It's not even gameplay. It's they're saying in game, but how do you justify that as, oh yeah, that right there, done, drop the mic moment, where there was no controller in hand, is just showing what it can potentially look like. Don't get Mighty Number 9, because by the time the game comes out and it don't look like that, then they're gonna have a dick up their ass and being all pissed off. You know what I mean? Like, they're jumping too soon. But looking at, I just wanted to get Goken, your thoughts on what I was saying. That's just from my perspective. But I had the statistics here showing that Nintendo, what was that? Breath of the Wild, 38.28% according to IGN. God of War was second, 20.53.
For a game with the show. For a game with the show.
For a game. Insomniac Spider-Man, 10. Dead Stranding. It's good that it only got like 9.55 or 10%, considering that it wasn't really a game. It's just showing you vaporware, just like the UFC game. By the time it comes out, it may look better, but chances are it's not gonna look the same.
Well, but they didn't have Days Gone at the top of that. I would have thought Days Gone would have came after.
Battlefield 1 was number 5 on IGN's list. And what was that? Least impressive, Trials of the Blood Dragon.
The only thing that impressed me at the E3 was that game. Was it Dawn of Zero? With
Horizon Zero Dawn.
That looks nice, and when it comes out on PC, it'll be awesome.
Wait, I think that's
on a shitty console though. But
I think that's a PS4 exclusive.
And when it comes out on PC, it will be phenomenal.
Well, I think PC is the neutral ground for folks to actually enjoy everything. They're the ones that's really winning, and with the way that they're doing this exclusivity stuff, like, it's really gonna make it where PC Master Race all the way, man. I wasn't big on that before, but now it's But the trailer is in the background, as you can see. I don't understand how people can start crying over this stuff. Like, really? It is what it is. But Playboy, what are your thoughts? Like, who really benefited or really stood out at E3 from what you saw? And we're talking about the big three, because I know Ubisoft had a great presentation. Their host, she was killing it, man. I was like, man, okay, that's what I'm talking about. But your thoughts?
I really. You know me, I'm a PC only gamer, so it's just, it was cute.
Oh,
I mean,
well, cute for who?
I mean, it really was. And why is this dude naked? What the fuck?
And people crying over a trailer of that they don't even know. It's like a new franchise. They don't even know anything about it, and they're like crying. Like, man, somehow they got some mind control on some of these fanboys, man. No, Kojima's fine. I get that, but like, they're calling it like the end all. Like, hey, this killed it. I don't think that's enough to so-called win E3 for them. You know what I mean? So it's, oh man, it looked like, what the heck? And then he got like the stitching on the stomach, like something got ripped out of him. But hey, that's Kojima style. I'm interested. I may have to check this game out because I love his storytelling. It's something that makes you go back.
So listen. I didn't think the preview of that game was something like, oh my god, I can't wait, oh my god. It wasn't that.
Yeah, but a lot of people.
I got excited when he came out, and when they showed the preview with a little bit of the snippet. I'm not gonna call it a preview, a snippet of the game. I was like, oh, that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
But I know the game. I know the game's gonna be great. Like I know the game's gonna be great, but what they showed wasn't great. I'm sorry. Even though it was real time, they were showing the game in real time. I didn't think it was great.
I mean, what is this game? What is this game about? Why?
We don't know. No
We
one
don't
knows
even
yet.
know. And then
Then
they're
why the fuck's he's showing this shit? Then he's supposed to show about the games. I don't want no goddamn fucking CGI movie trail. What's the game about?
Yeah.
Who cares? Just fucking release this on your own goddamn website. Show us the fucking game. What the? Why you?
But here's the thing though. That's what you call. That's what you call.
I don't like. No, that's what you call bullshit.
And thank you. No, I'm agreeing.
I'm not here to see some cinematic fucking. Oh, what is it? Oh,
Show me gameplay.
He's naked. Show me gameplay.
But you see, that's the thing. Like
alpha footage, beta for. Show me something. Don't.
Right.
But
why?
Let me tell you, because the Sony fan base loves that stuff, and Sony knows it works. Like, oh yeah, and because that fuels certain arguments. Because now they no longer are in the alpha console position. Like they're gonna have the second fiddle console, so Sony has to find another way to say, hey, let's circumvent, like, oh, we don't have our Neo's not gonna be as strong as a Scorpio. Hey, Kojima's with us though. We got Insomniac Spider-Man. You know what I mean? And that's case in point. I hate to admit it. Like, they locked up a lot of stuff with the exclusivity. But let's see if the narrative's changed now that the system's supposed to reverse roles, so to speak.
Oh, fix it, Jesus, fix it.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, okay, you got God of War. I'm looking at God of War's trailer, right?
Yeah, I seen it. That was really good. I mean, they showed gameplay.
It's a great looking game, but it's not God of War. Like, where are the Blades of Chaos? Like, is this a reboot?
The only thing I'm looking forward to is KOF. That's all I'm looking forward to.
To be honest with you, the only thing I'm looking forward to from Sony was that Dawn of Zero Horizons, what the fuck is called?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
King of Fighters, Ace Combat 7. That's all I care about.
But my thing is, overall, like T-Riz says, at the end of the day, fanboys, stop it. Podcasts like Crap Gamer. Like I lean more towards Xbox, but I give Sony credit when credit is due, and I would like to invite him to the show so he can kind of talk about inflammatory comments to get the PlayStation fanboys riled up, because you're not gonna convince. We can't make folks like what we like. You know what I mean? But in the same right, like some of the Sony fans, which I see that he addresses. The ones that just are completely brainwashed, like there's good games on all consoles, and the argument about what's better needs to end. But we'll see. But overall, I think that Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony all stood out in their individual ways, right? So everybody wins. Would you guys agree? And any final comments before we do quick PSAs and shut down?
70% of those games that were shown will not even be out within the near future.
On the Sony side, right?
On all sides.
Well, I know that. What was it? Record, that's coming out this year. And you know what? I know more of the Sony stuff. Won't be. It's like in development. A lot of it was in development.
But my only complaint is that they don't say that. They show this gameplay, and at the end they put like just a year. Oh, it'll be out 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 2016.
That's crazy, bro. Like, golly.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what?
Like, yeah,
The Last Guardian actually has a release date, so that's.
That vaporware. Oh my god. Yeah, I saw that. That game is just it's you have to be high to play that game. If I had to hear that little boy, what the fuck, really? I'm like, like, no, no. I can see my kid will play that. I'm glad he's leaving the house. I'm like, look, don't play that shit in my house with the volume turned up. I hear that shit. You hear that little boy? You. What the fuck? What is he saying? The damn cat, dog, bear, wolf.
Or the never-ending story looking.
Yeah, never-ending story or whatever. I'm like, oh my.
Yeah, well, God. He does look like the dragon from Never.
At least he got a release date.
Yeah,
we talking about God of War, right?
We shall see. We shall.
Why he look like Matthew McConaughey from freaking?
What the? Who looked like Matthew McConaughey?
The dude from the God of War dude. The God of War.
And he's not voiced by T.C. Carson anymore.
No, he's not voiced by T.C. Carson no more. So
yeah, some folks are kind of
upset. I'm upset about that too, man. Come on, man.
Well, I don't know. Maybe because
brothers gotta work, man. Brothers gotta work. Come on now.
And he pulled that card. Unbelievable. But you know what? This topic is mainly to get feedback from our fan base. You know, shout out to Blazing, shout out to T-Risk, you know, those who watch us every week that we're on. You know, I want valid arguments as to what really stood out between the big three. And then, you know, later on we're gonna, you know, talk about Bethesda, Ubisoft. You know, they want to do their own thing, so to speak. But you know, with that, at the end of the day, gamers won E3. Not Microsoft, not Sony, not Nintendo. Gamers. Because it's just you have so much you can go to the buffet for. You know, so, hey, have a balanced diet with your gaming. That's all I got for you. Alright, so, Goken, any PSA announcements before we log off?
Get to the Steam sale.
What's on sale? What's on sale?
Let's see. So, what's on the menu? For $67, you can get Helldivers, which is supposed to be a good PC game. King of Fighters 13, if you want to practice KOF, you know.
That's a great game.
KOF mechanics before the game comes out in August. Skullgirls is only $3, so I guess you could get it. And Doom is $35, but that does not include the DLC. The DLC is still $40. You don't have to get DLC. The DLC is $40. You can buy that later down the line. At least the game you can get for $15 off. It looks like.
Okay, because my thing is, I don't want it to be like Asura's Wrath, where they're holding the ending hostage. Like
no, they're not. That's not Doom. I don't think they're doing that with Doom.
Yeah, because I went off, man, and I had like 6,000 views because I was like having a meltdown on YouTube. Like,
Asura's Wrath is amazing. So
yeah, they need to add that to the backwards compatibility, man. Like, hurry up, Capcom or somebody, make it happen. But with that, Playboy, any PSAs, any announcements?
Let's see. Yeah, no, not this week. Cause like Chris, I have to go to a corporate get together
On a Saturday? What?
I
Yeah.
want to go.
On a Saturday, man. Corporate get together, man.
It's a beautiful day.
It is. Absolutely, it is.
I gotta take my lady somewhere.
80 degrees, man.
Take the train.
All right, and then Shin Takuma, any final words and the positive note of the week?
Man, final words. Everybody just stay positive, you know.
Not like HIV, but good.
You know what? Come on, Jesus Christ.
Keep on gaming. You know, keep on shining. Positive note of the week. Let's see. Positive note of the week. Stay progressive in everything that you do.
And keep your head up because, you know, Takuma's positive note from a few weeks ago, I'm actually facing that right now. So, you know, God is good, man. Or whoever you pray to, you know,
God is good.
Nothing will be given to you that you can't handle. So I'm trying to walk through muddy waters right now, but I'm going to get through it.
I'm there with you, brother. I'm there with you.
Don't, before you leave, I got something for you to help you out.
All right, cool.
Network Plus.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
all right.
because I'm supposed to be taking my exam either Friday or the week after the 4th.
All right, cool. All right, New Gaming Order for our YouTube folks. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Check us out on newgamingorder.com, or we will hit you with the Juggernaut Punch and pimp smack your ass, bitch. We'll see y'all next week. And for if we don't do a show next week because of the holiday weekend, we will make sure that we have programming throughout the week. And on a future podcast, we're going to be talking about the new mechanics for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, which has future Gohan playable and a couple other characters that we did not see in the first game. So, yeah, future Gohan, that's dope, you know? So, I mean, it's going to be some interesting stuff, and I'm pretty sure they're going to go into the DBZ Super arc as well. So, hopefully there's more DLC, and this game will be supported longer, and I hope that there's, you know, our data transfers over, like it keeps your character and so on and so forth. So, with that, New Gaming Order, we'll see you guys next time.